Welcome everyone to Let's Play a Game of Thrones, a Crusader Kings 2 mod again. As always, I am your host, J2 John Jeremy, and welcome back, folks, to a Game of Thrones. I know, last time around, we went as House Jeremy over in Dorne, and we were so close to achieving our goal of becoming a Lord Paramount, when unfortunately the game's mod had to be updated to coincide with the newly released patch for Crusader Kings 2. Unfortunately, the save game is not recoverable, nor does it work on the new game. So, we're starting fresh, once again, in the lands of Westeros. I have created a House Jeremy once more, except this time, we are not in Dorne. This time, we are Ironborn. Welcome to Blacktide, the home of the reborn House Jeremy, and meet Lord John Jeremy of Blacktide, a person who is Midas touched, rather brilliant steward, Midas touch being the vanilla Crusader Kings 2 version, huge, a trained fighter, fire obsessed, lustful, greedy, patient, cynical, authoritative, and a family person. Lord John has just recently come to power here in Blacktide, and his first goal, obviously, should be to get a marriage. He needs a wife, and from his wife, he needs children. Let's go and work on that first, shall we? Now, note that because we are playing as Ironborn, we are restricted now to members of the Drowned God religion. So, just like how it was when we were following the Lord of Light, following the Drowned God means we can only stick within this one particular facet of Westerosi religion. Nobody else outside of the Drowned God's followers will like us. So, let's go ahead and find ourselves a wife. We'll search everyone. Not in prison, not married, not a ruler, and my religion. And they must be an adult. Let's see what we have. Anybody good? Anybody even close to being good? No genetic traits, unfortunately, so let's see who's the youngest. Or who can get the best. Oh, alright, Helia. Not bad. Not bad at all. Helia, Ironborn, Master of Laws of Stone Tree. You could be you can definitely be an option here for me. You are a lowborn, however, which means I would lose prestige if I married you. I'm okay with losing that prestige right now. I need a good marriage. So we've got that going for us now. Let's take a look at our council here. We have our Castilian Giles. Ooh, Giles is pretty good. Very nice. All right, Giles, I want you to go ahead and oversee my province here. Most definitely. Our Master of Laws, Baron. Baron, I want you to start to immediately fabricate claims upon the territory of Orkmont. Orkmont is the only territory that we have a direct connection to that we can send our armies across the waters towards, led by Lord Uruk of Orkwood, of House Orkwood. So that's our goal right now. In fact, do I have to follow? Is he my liege directly? No. No, he is not. I don't think so, anyway. Yeah, it's all under, right now, Pike or Harlaw, one of the two. But he is our first opportunity, and as such, I will go ahead and make you fabricate claims on Orkmont. Our Master at Arms, not bad, not great, though. A competent commander. We'll have him go ahead and start to train troops over here in Blacktide. Ysilla is our Master of Coin. We'll have her collect taxes. And Baelor is our Master of Whispers. Baelor doesn't like us. I wonder why. Envious, and he is chaste. That's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and have him scheme over here in Blacktide. Our Maester, Maester Swain of Blacktide, is just doing his job. And our our Drowned Man, which is our priest, basically, is Gelmar, a decent scholar. And he really doesn't need to be doing anything right now, per se. But he could lower revolt risks here in Blacktide, which we'll have him go ahead and do. Alright, so our Council is set. Let's take a look at our laws here. So, right now, the Iron Islands is in limited crown authority. And we have obviously our lordship laws, which are fine for right now. Our heir, because we have no children, is in fact Balon Greyjoy. Military. We have a rather large military, looks like. Yeah, almost 3,500 men. Theoretically, we could take on Orkmont as it is right now. I wonder how we got so much. I don't know, but I'm okay with that. Intrigues. Now, here is an opportunity that is available to Ironborn individuals and nobody else. Go on a reaving. We can pay the iron price and organize an Ironborn reaving across the Narrow Sea to pillage and plunder. You will need a regent whilst away. So basically, it'll send us in a series of actions. Kind of like how I went ahead and found that Valyrian steel sword in the last Game of Thrones LP. Obviously, everything else looks to be the same. We are playing in the same scenario during Robert's Rebellion at the very start of it. The reason for that is because it's the most familiar. You guys know who the main players of this are. From there, we can find out how we can become a main player as well. So obviously we have Aerys Targaryen in control of the Iron Throne, Eddard Stark in the north, Jon Arryn in the Vale, Hoster Tully in the Riverlands, Robert Baratheon in the Stormlands, Tywin Lannister in the Westerlands, Mace Tyrell in the Reach, Doran Martell in Dorne, and of course Balon Greyjoy here in the Iron Isles. And I love the fact that button's there. This is the only reason why I'm pleased with the patch that came out. It auto stops plots. Like if I have an opportunity to stop a plot, the game will automatically do it for me. So much better than clicking on these portraits and saying stop your plot or end your plot. So much better. Now, what plots do we have? We can buy Dagmer's loyalty, the Master at Arms of the Iron Islands. We can buy Tarl's loyalty, Master of Laws of the Iron Islands, and buy Drowned Man Loren's loyalty, Drowned Man of the Iron Islands. Okay, opportunities available to us. We can obviously go on a grand hunt, which we might just do. There are no factions currently in the Iron Isles, and the religion is obviously following the Drowned God faith. The Ironborn worship the Drowned God, who commands them to reave and reap, and to whose halls they will go in death, to be waited on by mermaids. Worshippers of the Drowned God are baptized in a ritual drowning shortly after birth, for what is dead may never die. And that is basically our little overview here of House Jeremy's rebirth here in the Iron Isles. Obviously, it's a bit smaller than Dorne was. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total territories in comparison to Dorne, which you can see has more. What does that mean for us? Well, it could be an opportunity for us to get a Lord Paramountcy quicker than in Dorne. We'll find out. We'll find out if we even make it that far. I'm not too sure. Balon Greyjoy is a different character than Doran Martell. We'll have to see what happens. So, with that all being said, let's go ahead and get started with a Game of Thrones. Average military ruler happened to us. Lord Reaver Gerald I of Great Wick has founded the Liege Loyalist faction. And Lord John Jeremy and Helia Lowborn have gotten married. There is nobody to pay the dowry, so obviously we get no coin there. And we've taken the minus 100 prestige hit. But I now have a wife. So that'll fulfill our ambition here. And our new ambition is to immediately have a son. Now, let's point out all these other ambitions here. We can become Castilian, become Master at Arms, become Master of Coin, amass wealth, become exalted among men, improve diplomacy, improve intrigue, fall in love, have a daughter, have a son, become independent, befriend Lord Paramount Balon II, Become a formidable fighter. Gain honorary title. Increase size of domain. Obtain a Valerian sword. Here's a new one. Obtain a dragon egg. And finally, make the 8. Prove your manliness to all the realm by siring a bastard from each of the 7 kingdoms and the Riverlands. So there you go. Our new ambition, though, is to have a son first, before anything else. And let's continue. Lord Ulrich of Orkmont has joined the Liege Loyalist faction. And Balon Greyjoy has decided to institute the Medium Crown Authority Law. I will... What does Medium Crown Authority give? I will approve this for now. I don't want to piss off Balon here. Not until I get a child. Derek of Saltcliffe has joined the faction. Swain of Lordsport has joined the faction. How do I stop this? I remember there was a way for me to stop this, and it's not coming to me. Totally forgot how to do it. Now, Balon Greyjoy currently is neutral, as it stands right now in the Civil War. It's the Stormlands, the North, the Riverlands, and the Vale versus the Iron Throne, Dorne, the Reach, and a whole bunch of minor territories. So the Iron Islands are independent right now and neutral. The Westerlands are also independent and neutral. And we're just basically waiting at this point to get some gold so we can build some things. In Littleport, that's our new capital. Lots of money to spend, or lots of money to spend, rather. Originally, I was planning on being this island all the way over here. Lonely Light, but it is so far away from everything. So far away. I like seeing this little thing open down here so we can find out if there's anything happening right out there in the world. Right now, there is not. I know that one of the other suggestions was also being a wildling lord, and I tried it. You know, I wanted to see how it was, but once you take over everything, there's really not much more that's left. I mean, you can try and attack the Night's Watch. Even if you were successful in doing so, everyone out there would hate you and send their armies after you, which means you're lost. But our wife is pregnant. That's definitely not a loss. That's a plus. Pregnancy already, and not even the first year completed. Damn it! Baron is no longer master of laws. During a mission to try and fabricate a claim to a title in any _all, my master of laws has been murdered. That means they caught him. That's unfortunate. Need a new master of laws. My wife! How nice. Do I dare send my wife over there? Yes, I do. I do indeed send my wife over there. While she's pregnant. She's the best choice. I'm sorry. Had to be done. Now, this guy probably doesn't like me right now, though. Ulrich is, no, he doesn't care. Didn't do anything about that. All right. The war is 39% in favor of Lord Robert Baratheon. Let's remove this fog of war. Let's see what's going on out there in the world. Damn it! Stop dying, people! Giles died a natural death. He was a good Castilian, too. This guy, not so much. People dying natural deaths at 34. Nonsense. What do we got going on here? Brynden of the Riverlands, Lord Brynden Blackfish, I believe his name is attacking the capital. Theon Blacktide has arrived at your court. Oh, yeah. That's the family I removed from power. When I took over as the custom John Jeremy, House Blacktide was in control of Blacktide. Interesting. Hey, guys. He's still sieging. Dear Lord John of Blacktide, I hereby invite you to the wedding of Lord Meryn Greyjoy and Unella Harlaw. Of course I'll attend, my lord. I have no problem with this. Ooh, Gilbert of Lonely Light has founded the Lord Euron for the Iron Islands faction. Euron Crowseye. Strong, attractive, reaving currently. Hedonist, a mystic, ambitious, and a whole bunch more. He's damn good. Traits. Not so great in stats right now. We could go on a reaving right now. Yeah. I'll go ahead and go on a reaving and show you guys what that's all about. Sure. Who shall suffer the wrath of the Ironborn? Where shall we pillage and plunder to pay the iron price? The disputed lands are ripe for pillage. Northern Essos shall suffer. The lands of the summer sea are weak. Slaver's Bay has much plunder to be found. And here's a map of the entire world as it stands. And unfortunately, we don't see any of this. We don't see any of these continents around, but they're there. They're around. So I will go ahead and say the disputed lands are ripe for pillage. And now what's going to happen with that is that we're going to go on a reaving, and there's going to be a regent in control of my territory. Lord Paramount Balon II greeted us warmly to the wedding. Fine arbor gold was served, and the most lovely music was played throughout the whole night. The ceremony between Lord Meryn and Unella and the grand feast shall be held upon the morrow. Whoops, forgot I was also in the middle of a feast. Unella Harlaw and Meryn Greyjoy stand before the drowned god to take up a holy vow of marriage. The great lords and ladies of the Iron Islands look upon as he drapes the arms of House Greyjoy around the bride to finally seal their marriage. Wow, that's awkward. Now for the feast. The men are ready, the long ships prepared. Now we begin our journey across the narrow sea to pay the iron price. This will be most profitable. The wedding has been enjoyable, but I'm sure Lord Paramount Balon II restrained himself. The guest list was modest in size, and the couple certainly wore less than elaborate garments. Then the courses of the feast were few but palatable. We were served venison, some sort of fowl, a few cheeses, and a small dessert. I don't want to complain about the food. The food is great. During the wedding feast, I had a lovely dancing partner, and after some wine, we were both a bit drunk and, if I read the situation correctly, more than attracted to each other. But we are both married. Who is Lady Nessa? That is my question. Lady Nessa is who? Let's find out. If we search our realm, and we search women, and we search dynasty, now we'll search names, we'll find Lady Nessa. Nessa. I guess she's not even of my religion. Where is she? Lady Nessa. Is she a ruler? She must be a ruler. She's got to be married as well. Nessa, where are you? There you are. The Lady of Great Wick. Her husband is Lord Reaver Gerold I of Great Wick, the champion of the Iron Islands. Well, that's a thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. She has 15 children. She has given birth to 15 children. 15. And she's only 33. What's one more gonna hurt? Dear husband, blessings upon you and your house. I have been appointed as your regent. Lady Helia of Blacktide has become regent. So not only is my wife, who is currently serving a dangerous mission in a foreign territory, well, not exactly foreign, but in a unhappy territory, an unfriendly territory, she's not only doing that, she's not only also pregnant, she has become the regent of Blacktide. Quite an interesting situation there. And this, the feast is winding down. Now only the bedding remains. Marin and Nunella are stripped of all garments by the revelers, who make many a bawdy joke along the way. They're then finally bundled into their bedchamber, where they are finally left alone. A fine tradition. That's a rather large army. Yep, I don't think, got some prestige there. A daughter was born to Lord John of Blacktide and Lady Helia of Blacktide named Megan. There you go. Megan it is. I don't think that Targaryen is going to remain in control of the Iron Throne. Just saying. Just saying. The question now becomes, did I make the wife of Lord Geralt pregnant? Currently, she's not showing any pregnancy right now, which is good. Very good. We just had a bit of fun, that's all. Checking again just to make sure. All right. Very good. And we are away. We are currently reaving right now, and eventually the title message will pop up saying we have some options to choose from. Like this, for example. Ironborn longships cut through the water swift and sure. Hence, we have successfully persuaded a small merchant fleet. Not persuaded, but rather pursued a small merchant fleet. If we were to attack and pay our iron price for their cargo, we could gain much and more. Attack too risky. Attack just to see, what happens. Dear Lord John of Blacktide, we hereby invite you to the wedding of Lord Roderick Greyjoy and Coella Saltcliffe. Sure, I'll go to that wedding too. The enemy merchants were too well armed for us to take their gold. They utilized their warships to good effect, not allowing us to board their merchant vessels. We lost a few men, but we shall be back to take our iron price. It's not my fault. During the attack, John Meyer was wounded by an enemy fighter. He has chosen to go back home as a consequence. Well, he's only 14. Oh, not only was he wounded, he was maimed. Bit of a difference there. That's a bit craven. Oh, it's about to get the end. The war's about to be over. And it looks like Robert Baratheon is going to be, yep. Oh, look at this. During the wedding feast, I had a lovely dancing partner, and after some wine, we were both a bit drunk. Lady Nessa once again. Man, Lady Nessa. Lady Nessa and I ended up in a room with a big bed in the middle of the room. Despite the wine and the obvious attraction between us, it seems she suddenly felt a bit awkward being alone together, leading to her leaving the room. Damn it. The reaving party has been roving the coast, but a local patrol has spotted us and is attacking. Being Ironborn, we of course shall meet this challenge, but the leader of their band stands before me with what one thought to kill me. Charge! Who is Pinto Zoranos? He's a follower of the Lord of Light. Interesting. You and Pinto Zoranos slowly circle each other, tense and focused. You scan him for any sign of weakness, any opening in his defense that you could possibly exploit. One mistake is all he'll get. You see a weak spot, a vulnerability. It's not much, but it's all you need. You easily break through Pinto Zeranos' guard and knock him to the ground. He lies sprawled at your feet, completely at your mercy. It's all over now. You strike, but Pinto Zeranos rolls to the side, wounded but still very much alive. He rises to his feet and readies his weapon once again. Why won't you just die? You and Pinto Zeranos slowly circle each other, tense and focused. You scan him for any sign of weakness, any opening in his defense that you could possibly exploit. You see a weak spot, a vulnerability. It's not much, but it's all you need. You easily break through Pinto Zeranos' guard and knock him to the ground. He lies sprawled at your feet, completely at your mercy. Pinto Zeranos drops his weapon and throws up his hands. Yield! I yield! We don't accept. No, wait. Would it be worth it to capture him? I don't think so. Sure. Just to see what happens. I know what happens if I say no. He's slain. The fight is over. Pinto Zeranos lies defeated. You have won. Victory is mine. Did I not take him prisoner? Oh, if I didn't take him prisoner, I should have just killed him then. That's unfortunate. Lord John, His Grace, has issued a decree declaring that all kinsmen of Aerys Targaryen shall henceforth be considered enemies of the realm. Any person offering assistance to said kinsmen shall suffer the judgment of the crown. This is the decree of King Robert I of the House Baratheon, King of the Iron Throne, and Lord of Storm's End, Protector of the Realm. Okay, which means Rhaenys Targaryen, Aegon Targaryen, Viserys Targaryen, Rhaella Targaryen, and Rhaegar Targaryen are all considered persona non grata and should be executed on sight, basically, is what he just said. Lady Nessa and I, and god damn it, you're killing me with this prestige thing. But yeah, King Robert of the Iron Throne. What did he do with Aerys? He executed Aerys Targaryen. So Aerys the Mad was executed by King Robert of the Iron Throne on February 24th, 284. Rhaegar is still alive, however, and is a Castellan of the Sellsword Infantry, while Prince Viserys is also in the Sellsword Infantry. Rhaella, his wife, is Master of Laws of the Sellsword Infantry. Interesting. They all went to the Sellsword Infantry. And I gained back that 25 prestige I just lost. Very good. So far this reaving has been entirely unsuccessful. Haven't gotten any money. Didn't even kill anybody. It's unfortunate. At first you were overjoyed to learn that Helia was pregnant, but that joy turned to rage as she confessed that you weren't the father. What? Lord Roderick Greyjoy. Really? 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 Interesting. A wife? Wife? How are you, wife? Cannot take hostile actions against your region. Oh, you just wait. You just wait till I come back home. You wait and watch. Until next time, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.